Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. I still have with me the chairman of the Muhwa local government area of River State, Honorable Lloyd, and tonight we're discussing River State politics. All right, let me take you off from where you stopped. You have boldly said that no other political party can win in River State, but some people say Rivers is becoming a one-party state, and they have pointed to your defection and Fine Bones defection. How will you react to this?
Well, but it's the truth. I left when the invasion was loudest. I left on the 24th of August, 2020, on my return from a postdoctoral study in the University of Dundee. Of course, part of the reasons why one goes to school is to be able to lead his people. I came back and I decided not to play politics of self. I got back from Scotland and noticed that the electric poles that have all fallen down in my community had been raised by the governor of Rivers State, and that the road which I could not get the governor of Rivers State to construct for me, linking Apabo to his kid and kin in Obudoga and Ebeda, had been awarded to a reputable company by the Rivers State governor. I thought that I would be a witch if I did not come to join him and say thank you. And on the 24th of August, I led my people to the Rivers State government house and pleaded with the governor to find a place in his heart to forgive me of all my transgressions. And of course he did, as a consummate politician, as a political strategist. And of course he did. And I told him that that was the beginning of the end of the All Progressive Congress. And today I have been vindicated. Nothing will resuscitate that political party. It's over. This is a one-party state, not by the barrels of the gun, but just as Martin Luther King Jr. said, the governor has conquered his enemies through love. And of course, even the Holy Book says he will contend with those who contend with him. So all those who contend with Governor Wike are being contended with by God. And you know what happens when God contends with you. That's exactly what is going on in Rivers State. So there is nothing new. What is happening is in the Bible. Wike has shown love. For him to forgive a man like me means that he is godly. And of course, recall that his 95-year-old father is a clergy, owns a church. So when people say things about him, this is someone that is rooted in religion, whose parents are church owners, whose parents are progenitors of the word of God. So I'm not surprised that this is a man that carries grace. And the only thing, what happens to those who fight men of grace is that they were disgraced. That is why everybody who has fought him are being disgraced. Recall what happened recently, that most of those in his inner, in the Sanhedrin with him, who chose to join the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, have today been disgraced. This is what happens when you fight a man with grace.
But looking at it critically, Honorable Lloyd, is a one-party state a healthy development for the state? Will it guarantee maximum?
We cannot.
Hold on. Will it guarantee maximum growth and development?
Why worry when you can pray? That is what Christians tell us. The governor of Rivers State has not deliberately come out by cohesion to turn the state into a one-party state. If he has achieved this by project delivery, if he has achieved this by love for humanity, if he has achieved this by his style of governance, would you now say that it is wrong? Who attends a waykeeping opposite of a child education? So these are the things you should ask yourself. The governor has not done or achieved all this by cohesion. He has achieved them by love. And we are with him. He will have more people. You know, when people say to me that there is All Progressive Congress, I laugh. I decide not to speak about them. because if I continue to talk about them, I will be likened to a man who has sought divorce with his wife and still goes to complain to the father of the wife when he sees the lady stand with another man. It does not exist. There is no PD. Are you talking about an all-progressive Congress where directives were given during the presidential election to vote for the PDP? Whereas we stood in accordance with the directives of our governor. We stood for rotation of power to the south, and we massively voted for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Of course, we have no regret, because there's no way you can justify the fact that after President Buhari's 8 years in office, that power should still remain in the north. So you do not have any other nationalist other than the Dr. Ezewo Nyesom Wike, and we are proud to be associated with him.
So how will you describe your principal, His Excellency Nyesom Wike?
I'm still trying to, as an academic, to find out the actual words to describe this fellow. I try to find out. Most times, I have also opined in different fora for political scientists to begin to conduct investigations into how this man is wired. Everyone here on Wike is not someone I can describe in this program. But the only thing I can say that he radiates God's grace, and that, like the Bible said, the footsteps of the righteous are ordered by God. That is all I can say. In order for me to abridge, this is the abridged version of who he is. If not, we will need several editions of this program for me to be able to fathom how this man is wired.
All right. So to add to that, Governor Wike has been described as a performing governor, but his terms end in a few weeks. How confident are you about continuity of a solid achievement by the governor-elect?
Well, I do not want to assume the position of God, but what has happened is that the governor-elect is a member of the family. That is why he chose his campaign slogan to wit, continuity, and consolidation. So that speaks volume about the person of the governor-elect. Continuity and consolidation, because he's one of us. He's not a businessman from Lagos. He didn't come from Lagos. He schooled here. He is an alumni of the University of what is today known as the River State University. His classmates are here. His family live here. He's from Opobo. He's a high chief in Opobo. He's an Ama Opusenebo in Opobo. So we know his pedigree. We are not in doubt as to his capacity to continue to consolidate on the gains of the administration of our principal. I have no doubt in my mind, albeit that I cannot read like Macbeth said, there is no act to read the mind's construction on the face. But for Fubara, for Sim Fubara, His Excellency, I can bet my right arm. And you know what it means to bet my right arm at over 50.
All right, so let's talk further. And this time about the PDP crisis. Why did Governor Wike go this far?
How far did Governor Wike go?
You're here to answer that. I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are also want to know.
Put it in proper I want you to put the question in proper perspective, because I'm an academic. You know, you don't ask me a question that will cover the field. You say, how did he go this far? So if you tell me how far he went.
So as far as not supporting the presidential candidate of his party, and as far as making sure that the national chairman of the party, Ayu, gets removed.
No, 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 no. You see, you are getting it wrong. You are addressing my governor with borrowed robes. First and foremost, the party constitution is clear. Section 7, sub 3 of the constitution says that the party positions in the political party will be rotated. And when the presidential candidate came from the north, it was only sensible and natural that the chairmanship of the party would come back to the south. So that those of us from the south, we have what to tell our people when we are campaigning. But people were adamant to it. People said they didn't give a damn. People said they didn't give a hoot. People said they could do without 5 governors of the party who insisted on rotation of power. Recall that the governors of the southern region had met severally in Asaba and in Lagos, respectively, across party lines, and insisted on power shift. So now this was what Governor Wike stood for, and 4 other of his colleagues to say, look, we do not have what to tell our people. The PDP is founded on the principle of 2 baskets, that in terms of power sharing in the political party, when this basket moves to the north, every other thing in the other basket will move to the south. People felt they were dowagers, they were untouchable, they were too powerful. And of course, when you do not go to equity with clean hands, this is what you get. And of course, I tell my friends that no priest abdicates his pulpit to strangers. Those who came and took over the pulpit of the People's Democratic Party just got back from other political parties and watch the political trajectory of my principal. He had remained in the People's Democratic Party from inception, and he has fought for this party. Whereas we were in the APC working hard to decimate the PDP, this governor with his colleagues, the likes of Ayodele Fayose, stood tall to fight to unite the political party. Then all of a sudden came the buccaneers from Dubai, came the buccaneers from Malaysia, came the buccaneers from all parts of the country who did not understand the principle upon which the party was built. And of course, based on one reason or the other, they hijacked the ticket of the party. And when these governors asked for what was enshrined in the party's constitution, they called them names. And here we are. We lost roundly the presidential election. So that is the best I can say about that situation.
All right. So now that Iyorchia Ayu has been removed as national chairman, what's next for the PDP?
Iyorchia Ayu was removed. I'd like you to put it in proper perspective. The Governor Nyesom Wike had no hand in the removal of Iyorchia Ayu. Iyorchia Ayu lost his unit in the presidential election. This is a national chairman of a party lost his unit. And what is unit? That place where you go to vote in front of your family house. Of course, he lost his word. So the members of the executive committee of his ward said they could not have had this kind a party to doom. And they accused him of anti-party activities, and they suspended they suspended him from the party. It was subsequently ratified by the state working committee, and of course, they went to court, and the court said he should step aside. And I congratulate him. He was my teacher in the University of Jos. He was the dean of political science. And he took the decision to leave and made way for sensible reasoning in the political party. So the way forward is that, I recall that the Yocha Ayu, just like myself, came back from the other political party. So he did not know where the corpses were buried. I have a saying in the Kwere language where I come from, that a man who is not present where a funeral is conducted will probably dig from the leg, looking for the head of the corpse. So this was what he did. And now there will be sanity in the party. I pray for the Deputy National Chairman North, Damagun, who I see has taken some proactive steps by undoing most of the anomalies that the SY National Chairman has done. How could you have expelled members of the political party like as vocal as Ayodele Fayose, who had stood for the political, who had made grave sacrifice for the People's Democratic Party? How could you have expelled the likes of Chimaroke Namani, who was 8 years governor of Enugu State, and so on? So I congratulate the acting national chairman and continue to pray that he sees reason and builds this party to become, to provide the desired opposition that we require in this country. My prayers are with him, and he has shown early signs of nationalism.
So quickly, let me get your thoughts on this. You once lambasted Lee Niba and other politicians for attacking Governor Wike. What's the relationship between the governor and chieftains of the PDP in the state?
I did not lambast Senator Ledogo Meba for lambasting Wike. He's within his rights to criticize with Governor Nyesom Wike. I lambasted Senator Ledogo for telling lies against the person of the governor of Rivers State. Senator Ledogo, in his quest to become the numero uno in the Atiku camp, told lies how the governor of Rivers State got thugs to come and kill him with one bullet, and so on and so forth. And when I asked my friends who are his neighbors, they did not see any thug. They were not aware of any invasion of Ledogo Meba's premises. When I asked further from the preliminary investigation by the police, the thugs, quote and unquote, only chose to destroy the smaller cars of smaller value in Senator Lodego's house, and left his Phantom, left his Beast, left his Lamborghini, and other exotic cars. And I was wondering what manner of...
Honorable Lloyd, we're out of time, but quickly, what is the relationship between your principal and these chieftains? In 30 seconds,
the relationship is that they went on their own, thinking that they can find El Dorado elsewhere, and now they have hit the crucible, and my principal is open to genuine reconciliation with them. You know what happened to the prodigal son when he proceeded after sharing his father's property. He went, after spending all that his father apported to him, he came back and said, he pleaded for leniency. So if they come back genuinely, like most of them are doing, of course, everyone hears on Wike, as a true Christian, will forgive all of them that have transgressed, provided that is the provision.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Lloyd. It's been an interesting discussion on River State politics with the chairman of Emuhua local government area of River State, Honorable Chidi Lloyd. Thank you very much for coming on politics tonight, and we look forward to more conversation with you. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for watching. That marks the